Ooh, no. I knew they were going to have to make some compromises to get Doom running on the Switch, but... Damn, this is pretty rough. This doesn't look anything like the trailers I was seeing for Doom. What? What do you mean 1993? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Alright, let's see if we can fix this. You know, this is what I hate when they do this shit with the names. You know, it's Doom, Doom 2, Doom 3. Then what comes after Doom 3? What comes after Doom 3? Yeah. How the hell am I supposed to know what's going on? And how's that look? Okay. Not optimal. Come on, you son of a bitch. So, some quick housekeeping before I get into this. If you've followed me for a while, you know I've been extremely harsh on games being ported to the Switch. I've said this time and time again. I don't like them being treated as being on the same level as a new game, and certainly I don't like being charged a full $60 for them. Since I'm never one to walk back a statement, let's just say I'm putting that all on hold right now. I'll make an exception for this game. Not only does Doom perform great, I only had a few frame rate problems in overly chaotic sections, and look great. I'm totally blown away by the amount of visual quality that the game has maintained while being ported over to Nintendo's handheld, and it looks amazing when you play it in portable mode. But also, this isn't some last-gen game from years and years ago. This is a 2016 game that came out on current-gen hardware. All these things considered, and I can only assume that an insane amount of effort went into getting us to this final product. Also, keeping in the trend of my constant negativity, I don't bash any genre probably more than FPS. 9 times out of 10, I don't really care for these types of games or even find them interesting. And funny enough, Doom largely represents my most common knock against these types of games. You know, it's walk into the room, shoot all the guys, repeat. And there's a lot of that in this game. But holy shit, does the gunplay feel so damn good. And it goes back to that faster pace style, more akin to the old school 90s FPS, as opposed to the slogging around most FPS games tend to make us do today. Even Doom Guy, the character you're playing as, seems just over a lot of the current shooter tropes, raging out like every time the game tries to stop and give you some narrative. You know, a character will come on a monitor or something and start talking to you, and he'll just rip it off the wall and smash it. He's like, enough with that, let's just get back to the killing. I played a little bit of the online. It seemed like it was running well. You know, again, I'm not a big FPS guy, and there's nothing I hate more than losing, so I didn't spend too much time with this, but for the people that are interested, it is there. It does seem to run well. It's got like the friend lobbies and stuff like that I know certain third-party games were missing in their online on the Nintendo Switch, so a lot of that key group making and stuff is there. Mind you, this is my first time playing through Doom, so yeah, I'm sure, you know, everyone has already been saying this over the last year or so that it's been out. But for me, this whole experience is new. And I've got to admit, it's a little nostalgic for me playing Doom again on a Nintendo system, as Doom 64 was actually my primary method of playing the original Doom when I was little. And knowing that it's been around for a while, I'm not really trying to go into details about, you know, the game itself. I'm sure you guys all know how awesome it is, but mostly I'm just talking about how fantastic I think the game runs on the Switch and how great I think this port is. And I'd also like to talk about how this affects me going forward. You know, originally I was unsure if I was going to buy this game, so much stuff releasing because of the holidays, and like I said, FPS really isn't my thing, but you know, I was like, if I don't play it now, I don't know if I'll ever make my way back around to it, And obviously, you know, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with Doom 1 and 2 like many others did. So I said screw it and picked the game up. And after playing through it, I'm so impressed with how fantastic of a job Bethesda did with this port, and am so surprised with how much fun it is to play, especially in portable mode, that I'm going to take a chance on Skyrim next week. If you follow me, you know I've been kind of back and forth on whether or not I'm going to get it. I played it years ago, only had me for like a few hours. It just didn't really pull me in like Oblivion did, and yeah, I'm a scrub. I've never played Morrowind, but yeah, for some reason Skyrim it didn't click with me. But I feel like the portable aspect may be enough to keep me engaged. You know, if I'm playing in short bursts, and Skyrim feels like one of those games that seemingly everyone I know has played through it at some point, so you know, I'd like to be part of that club too. And I want to put focus on this because there has been so much negativity in the gaming world lately, especially, you know, even on this channel, covering the microtransaction and loot box craze and such. And it feels good to kind of, you know, have a little bit of faith, especially in third parties after this. I mean, they could have really rushed out this port and just blame the players when the game didn't sell, like many other devs do when they bring their games over to Nintendo systems and they're received poorly. So since they delivered something I'm enjoying so much, I'm willing to continue buying their products. You see how that works? Isn't that a novel idea? You know, give the players a quality product and they come back for more. Crazy, right? So yeah, Bethesda, it seems like they're in it with the Switch for the long haul. Given that we know, yes, Skyrim is coming next week, but also sometime in 2018, the new Wolfenstein 2 is coming. And as long as they keep delivering me high-quality games, I'm going to support them as well. And obviously, for me, this is a high recommendation for Nintendo Switch owners. Like I said, I'm not an FPS guy. So I'm sure there's many of you out there similarly like, you know, FPS really isn't my thing. I highly recommend you take a chance on this game. Especially if you're also like me and you played a lot of the FPS games back in the 90s, because the gameplay, you know, the running gunning is very much akin to those old PC shooters. You go out, buy it, do the Doom, as it were. Okay, we gotta wrap this up now because I gotta kill myself after that. So with that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on Doom for Nintendo Switch in the comments. As always, I'm Zaccari, and thanks for watching.